Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Locke going to throw on the first play. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Seahawks at 9-1 on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Now Locke again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Locke got his man. It's Bo Melton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Azeez Ojulari make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this one looks good. It is good right down the pipe. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Throwing, Jones. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jones. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll look to throw again. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Dillon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley able to knock this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
To throw again on second down. Lock. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lock working out of the gun. This is complete to Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st down, Lock. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Lock looks to throw it again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lock. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. A lot of ground to cover here for Lock and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So trading first-half field goals went right through on the touchdown front in a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Jones now on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Second and 10. Jones under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 5. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tagged on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allow that turnover to hurt.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On first and 10, here's Locke. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. That ball caught by Slayton. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Locke to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a third and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Locke going to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. space on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the sack on first down, Jones. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man. That's Lazard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bowman who picks it.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Locke. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Locke now to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
To throw it is Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Jones.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. 2nd and 9.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On play action, Locke. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. And it would have been an easy throw.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Boye Mafe able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen down, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Locke. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They fake the handoff, now Locke. He's able to find Melton. And he's got room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Bo Melton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now Jones. Pass incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Block off of play action. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing now is Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense went a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Running left is Dillon.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And the tackle by Kalen Barnes.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. His throw incomplete.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for.
And it's third down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Jones on third down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They'll look to throw. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
This is Dillon on the counter.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing a line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Third and goal from the 6. They'll try and run. Dillon.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
A.J. Dillon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Lock. Connects with Slayton. Finding room at midfield. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
Here's Locke. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throw out line to Walker. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Locke. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.